Hello, 'tis I. I know I haven't been saying my catchphrase often, but you'll see why I specifically decided to say it in this video a bit later. Guys, after 7 months, I relapsed. My edgy boy relapse. Well, I guess 5 months if you include Sensitive Society, but for context, there's a group of critics that, criticize me, that I call edgy boys. An edgy boy is basically someone, usually a boy, who tries really hard to be edgy and cool by saying words mommy doesn't let them say. They're often leafy clones, they're usually kids or teens, but they don't have to be. And the criticisms of me are usually that I'm sensitive, I have a speech impediment, my content's long, and it's the same bullshit every single time. I told myself I wouldn't cover people like this again because of how genuinely repetitive the claims are, but I've grown a lot since 7 months, and I think that now that I've not only matured, but I also script my content, it would be good to go through and cover one of these guys again for the sake of the old times. Today's target is someone named Nomis Yalf, I think that's how you say it. I wanted to cover him because not only is his video recent, but he is a peculiar specimen. It's not even the points he makes that are peculiar, it's the fact that it is so obvious he wants to be an edgy Tumblr sexy man, it's kinda fucking hilarious. Like, the edgy boy whose channel was literally named Edgy could not top the amount of edge that this man has. I wonder how many slurs is in his creepypasta catchphrase. It doesn't help that he calls himself a serial killer. Like, come on, how edgy can you be? A 12-year-old emo me couldn't even top the amount of absolute teenage angst dripping from this character. But of course, I'm covering this video because the points are bad. So, yeah, let's begin.
For a commentary channel, it seems I'm not doing one thing that all commentary channels have done. I haven't pissed off the art community enough. And you know what that means.
I love how his whole brand is that he's actually murdering the people he covers, but his points are so unbelievably mid. Like, come on, man. Be original with your points and say something of substance, and maybe then you'll have the title of emo serial killer who gets all the Tumblr girls. Or Tumblr boys, who knows, maybe you're gay. Jesus Christ.
Look at me, 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 look at me.
Hello everyone, your local serial killer here, and today I'm going to talk about not only the dumbest, but probably the most annoying art commentary channel, something that everyone hates. Not to mention, in her past, she has been quite manipulative, especially on, when people make videos on them.
What he tries to pass off as manipulation later is fucking stupid. You'll see.
Oh, but it gets worse. She basically acts like she's got some form of relevancy.
No, miss, your channel was made in 2017 and you have 1.6k subs. My channel was made in 2020 and I have 3.24k subs. This video has been up for a day at the time of writing this script and has 147 views. My latest commentary video had 1.2k views in the first 24 hours. Someone here doesn't seem to be relevant, and I don't think it's me.
Despite pretty much all of her videos are incredibly fucking boring.
You can still have relevancy and have boring content, but I guess that's besides the point.
And if I had to pick one point that makes this video a video, a lot of her shit is incredibly fucking boring.
It's revealed later in the video that the reason he finds my content boring is that there's no gameplay. If you don't like art commentary, don't fucking watch art commentary. I find gameplay commentaries boring. Am I gonna tell you to add art in the background? No, I'm gonna click off and watch something worth my time. There's a difference between giving genuine critique and just saying, I don't like art commentary, change it.
And not to make it sound like I'm trying to bully them, but they have a lisp that really just bothers me personally, and technically it's not just me that's bothered by it, because I've talked to a few people and just about everyone hate hearing your voice.
Okay, What exactly am I supposed to do about that? Do you want me to use text-to-speech? Because trust me, listening to an entire video of text-to-speech is much more annoying than listening to someone with a very slight lisp. If you dislike my voice, that's fine, but instead of complaining about it in a video, just don't watch my content. There is literally no reason to complain about this because this is not something I can even change. Speech therapy isn't something you can just go, walk in, and come out without a speech impediment. That's not how that works. It's therapy. It takes time. It takes energy. Do you really think I'm gonna do that just so you and your friends, whoever the fuck you asked if my voice was annoying, sticks around and watches my content? No. That is stupid.
And I know for a fact there's gonna be that one guy that's like, oh, you're a fucking cyberbully. Stop bullying them because you're a cyberbully.
One thing in his video that bothers me a lot is how much he repeats over and over and over and over and over again that he's not cyberbullying after his really fucking terrible lukewarm takes. And it contrasts in a really weird way against his edgy serial killer personality he's trying to put on. Like, I can't imagine anyone seeing this guy as a cyberbully just because he's so put together and isn't even that mean. Like, trust me, I've had people straight up make a video just calling me slurs. Do you think I give a shit if some guy said, yeah, you kind of have a bit of a speech impediment? I'm not cyberbullying, I promise. Like, this is the lamest serial killer in the fucking world.
You're bullying a fucking trans person. You're transphobic.
Literally nobody claims that criticizing trans people makes you transphobic. It's only transphobic when you're shitting on them for being trans. Another thing in this video that he repeats multiple times is that he's not transphobic or just not bigoted for really no reason, which just makes me feel like he has a really warped view of how the trans community actually is like. Trans people don't go and harass you because you fucking criticize somebody who happened to be trans. That's not how that works. You don't criticize me for being trans in this video, so why are you fucking worried about people coming at you for being quote-unquote transphobic? That's not how that works.
Do me a favor and please just grab your dad's deagle, the Desert Eagle, that's right, the deagle, just put it against your head and click that delete all button.
Wow, man. I thought you were supposed to do the honors. Isn't that the point of being a serial killer? I didn't know we had a poser in the serial killer community on our hands.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Nah, but seriously, I'm just criticizing them on their manipulation, their dumbassery, and their absolutely boring content. I'm not bullying anyone here, it's mostly satire.
Here we go.
Now I'm just gonna steal a clip from Scorpy, because when hasn't he done that to others? But anyway, I'm just gonna nab a clip from Scorpy, I'll leave a link to the description, but basically, he makes satire content just like me. It's where you exaggerate, make memes, and just absolutely take the piss. You're not being serious, you're just fucking with people to add to the entertainment.
If you aren't being serious, if your content is satire, why should I take this video seriously? It just shows you don't actually know what the term satire means, and I'll get more into that in a second.
And believe it or not, but this whole satire commentary thing actually works. People find it fucking hilarious. Like, I made a video on Minilad previously, and this girl who was basically manipulated by him she basically had like a fucking weak chin, and I got no issue with that, but I made the joke of, hey guys, codename No Chin over here got manipulated. It's obviously a fucking joke to make the drama less serious and add some comedy to it.
That's not satire. Being a big ol' meanie for a joke isn't satire. Real satire is when you mock a group of people or person by over-exaggeration to show how their points are flawed. If this video was actual satire, what you'd be doing is making fun of my critics by pretending to be one. Haha, you're ugly and stupid isn't satire. It's humor, but it isn't satire. Satire and humor isn't the same thing. Satire is a kind of humor, but not all humor is satire. I've actually done real satire on my second channel before, making fun of... of text-to-speech call-out commentators. I drew a badly drawn avatar, used text-to-speech, and jokingly called out one of my friends for purposely stupid reasons. That's actual satire.
But Mushroom Girl basically said Scorpy didn't know what satire is.
Because he didn't.
Because, well, nothing really. She doesn't have any fucking point. She just explains the meaning of satire, which is everything he did in his video, and that's it.
You don't know what satire means. Satire. The use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices, particularly in the context of contemporary politics or other topic issues.
That's literally what I was doing the whole video,
I think the one who doesn't know what satire is you, Mushroom Girl, because you are thick in the head.
I think both you and Scorpy horribly misunderstood that definition.
And as I said, I know there's gonna be that one commentator, but last time I checked she's got autism or some shit, so she might make a response to this video being like, oh, you're trying to bully autistic people?
The only time I've ever accused one of my critics of bullying an autistic person is when they bullied me for my autism. If you aren't bullying me because I have autism, then you shouldn't have to worry about me calling you ableist, because I won't.
No, because I've got autism, so if you use that excuse, I can just use the excuse that you're retarded.
Nobody is saying that you're bullying me nor that you're ableist. We get it, man.
I'm not bullying anyone. I genuinely don't care if someone has autism, they're trans, they're bisexual. I'm not transphobic or anything like that. I just see it like this. When you start using it as an excuse, that's when you become absolutely brain dead.
I don't use it as an excuse. If someone was bullying me for being autistic, I'm gonna tell them they're being ableist. If someone's not bullying me for being autistic, I won't do that. How hard is that to grasp? You literally just made up a scenario, responded to that scenario, and then blamed me for it. What? Also, didn't you just use your autism as an excuse for how you can't be ableist?
Take responsibility for your actions next time, dumbass.
What actions? Having bad commentary videos? What?
Now, I would just like to point out that despite she makes art commentary videos, every time that she herself gets into drama, she basically just manipulates her audience into thinking that she's the great guy and everyone else is the bad guy.
You mean I say I'm in the right in my own commentary video? You know, that thing that most commentary videos do? Why would I voice my opinions if I didn't think I was in the right?
By the way, it's a figure of speech. I'm not being transphobic or misgendering, you fucking idiots.
Guys, I think he's hearing voices in his head calling him a bigot. That's why he keeps randomly defending himself against nobody. Remember to know, miss, to take a schizophrenia medication before making videos.
Anyway, she tries to convince everyone who watches her videos that she's the good person and the other person is bad.
Yeah, because that's how commentaries work, dumbass. Is that not what you're also doing? Are you not also saying that you're right and I'm wrong? We're all manipulators, yay! You're basically creating an oxymoron. If you tell me that I'm wrong because I say I'm right, and that's manipulative, then you're being manipulative.
But it's pretty much not that case. She acts like she's in the right, but a lot of the time she has no idea what the actual fuck she's talking about.
I have a feeling you're projecting.
Which in general just makes her look like an idiot, which leads to actual, like, not people like me, but actual cyberbullies harassing her. But let's distance ourselves from the drama and a bit more on her content, because holy shit does it need to be talked about.
Fun fact, everyone, he barely, and I'm being generous when I say barely, actually watches my videos. He begins to watch one of my videos, has a little drama queen moment because my very, very, very slight lisp is just too much for this little baby to handle, and then he moves on without actually watching the video.
Oh.
Hello, 'tis I. In this video, I'm going to be laughing at more OC thieves. So, Yeah, for some context for people who are not aware of—
Yeah, no, I already want to stop making this video. I heard the fucking lisp thing, which just genuinely puts me off. Your content's boring.
How the hell would you know that? You can't even get through 30 seconds without whining like a little bitch about my speech impediment. Why do you decide to make a video on someone you literally cannot watch the content of? And if you did watch my content and just won't show it in your video, then that begs the question of why you don't want to show it. Is it because perhaps you're hiding it so you can convince your audience it's worse than it actually is? Seems like the manipulation thing you were talking about applies to you, not me.
And why do you have to do that for your intro? Just, hello everyone, 'tis I. Are you really that desperate to be unique?
Now I think you guys know why I decided to say hello 'tis I in this video. Also, you literally started off your video calling yourself a serial killer. You better not be talking about me being desperate to be unique.
Because so far, the only thing unique about you is how much you're hated. I would like to once again state, I'm not cyberbullying them, but a lot of people really don't like Mushroom Guy.
At this point, I'd rather you actually cyberbully me than go on and on and on about how you're not cyberbullying every time you throw a unoriginal, lukewarm insult at me.
Oh, fuck me, I'm not looking forward to the rest of this video because the lisp is annoying.
Well, good for you, because you don't watch any of my other videos. You just play the start of them, complain about my speech impediment, and then move on to something else. Why are you even playing the videos at this point? If you haven't seen my first one, which will be linked in the description, I've had people in early to mid 2022.
Okay, so here's a part I don't understand. When you're editing, you try to make sure you cut out the large part where you're not saying anything, or when you go, because when you do that, it's literally just a case of you're helping yourself by making your content better.
This is like the only actual critique he gives, but of course it's in the form of him complaining because he has to sit through my video for 2 seconds more than he'd normally have to if I cut up my voice clips. Also, here's some actual critique for ya. This point could have been lumped in with the point you made before with the same video. You didn't have to play the same video twice.
Every time I say or I stutter or have a Tourette's moment, I just fucking remove it, because then I can make sure my content doesn't have that annoying piece of shit in it. You see, when you're editing, you're meant to fucking remove all of the garbage. Such as you saying for about an hour straight. And who the fuck is going to watch a 30-minute video on you drawing while you explain about people's OCs being shit?
Oh, I don't know. The 3.6k people who clicked on it, maybe?
Despite your OCs are fucking hot garbage.
You better not be saying that with your Jeff the Killer looking ass. Also, you completely missed the point of my video. My video wasn't just making fun of people because they had bad OCs. I don't just do that randomly. It was because people stole my characters and their redesigns of the characters were poorly made, so I made fun of them. I was making fun of people who redesigned my characters to be a dick.
So I'm just gonna weasel this part in quickly, but the art commentary community are sensitive as fuck. If you want a perfect example, I made a video slightly roasting Harley, but in general giving some really good points about how Harley is sensitive, Harley stretches things out, and his content needs work. And then his art commentary—
Why does your character's chest eyes go over the shirt sometimes, but not other times? At a first glance, I genuinely thought that it was because in that sprite he had taken his shirt off, which is absolutely terrifying and scarring, so I'm gonna make you pay for my therapy.
ass decided to basically straight up block me on everything. Why? Because you can't take criticism.
Harley is the art commentary community spokesperson, I guess. Despite the fact that, me and a lot of other art commentators have nothing to do with Harley in any way, so him being sensitive literally has nothing to fucking do with the entire community. I have never watched a Harley TBS video in my fucking life, so how does that correlate? Just because we're in the same community doesn't mean we have the same mindsets or the same beliefs.
And it's not just Harley TBS and Mushroom Girl, but the entire art commentary community, or just art community in general.
Because you said so, I guess. No other examples, no, showing that the entire community or the majority is sensitive. No, you're just gonna say it, because everything you say is right, I guess.
They legitimately are all fucking sensitive as fuck. You give them criticism, they'll tell their fans to nuke your house.
You haven't even proved that I'm sensitive. You've only implied that I call people bigots for criticizing me by clarifying like a bajillion times that you aren't bigoted, and then saying, ooh, MG's gonna call me ableist. You know what? That sounds like you're misleading your audience into thinking I do things I don't do. What's that word you called me? Manipulative? Interesting.
Now you're probably sitting there going, hey, no miss, it's just one fucking video, so why are you doing this? This whole video is completely shit. Obviously it's a case of you're just making bad points. You're making shit points. It's just one video.
You took the words right out of my mouth, buddy.
Oh yeah, you got me there, indefinitely. You have got me to a T, okay? So let's have a look at one of our other videos, shall we? Because obviously this is just a shitty point, so we really gotta check a few more of her videos to make sure that my point is either valid or invalid.
I'd say checking is a bit of an overstatement because, like I said, your poor little non-existent ears are bleeding from my terrible speech impediment, so you can't even sit through a minute of it. Poor baby.
So let's get right on that, shall we? We'll look into another one of our videos.
Hello, 'tis I. Welcome to Twitter Takedown, the series where I talk about random Twitter things that aren't really important enough to make their own videos. I'm surprised he didn't add a, sorry, I'm not cyberbullying, I promise, at the end. I'm your host, MG, and let's begin. A 26-year-old trans person named Chris Tyson had a call-out thread made on them by a user named Ibs. I'm not even gonna try and say that. Let's look through it and discuss each screenshot in order of—
Yeah, no, I'm fucking done, honestly. I'm just gonna cut it here. The whole tis I.
The tis I lasts for 3 fucking seconds. Not even. You are being a pussy.
And then the fucking lisp, and then the fucking talking like someone cares.
How does someone talk like someone cares? If that's a criticism, how am I supposed to fix that issue? Plus, wouldn't talking as if nobody cares be considered boring, the thing you criticized me for at the beginning of this video? Maybe I'm taking this too literally, but these critiques are absolute dog shit. Also, that video, which was posted a month ago, has more views than the latest video you posted a month ago. So, it seems like people care about my content more than they care about yours. How many views does your most viewed video have? 5.5k? Well, mine has 40k. I don't think views are everything, and I'm not trying to brag, but he acts like he's so much more relevant than me, and that is quite literally factually untrue.
And this art, holy shit. I'm not gonna shit on someone's art because I can't draw for shit.
Makes sense that you can't draw. I bet you gave the person you commissioned for your stills a drawing you drew when you were 5, when you thought there was a monster under your bed, and said, hey, draw this, but make it a Tumblr sexy man.
But like, Jesus Christ, man, I do not like your art style. Here's the thing, could you please do anything? I'm not even kidding here. I would watch it, unironically, if it was something like gameplay, and then there'd be like a face cam thing at the very edge of the corner, and it's just her drawing.
Hello, 'tis I. So, you want me to treat my audience like a Gen Alpha 5-year-old who watches those split-screen YouTube shorts with Family Guy clips and a slime video under it? Okay, sure. Maybe that's the content you look forward to seeing when you open up YouTube, but that's not really my thing. In this video, I'm going to be laughing at more OC thieves. For some context for people who are not aware of,
I would legitimately watch that, except actually that's a lie, because she's got a fucking lisp and I don't like it. I'm not bullying her on her lisp, but like I just personally don't like to listen to it because it personally bothers me.
then don't watch my content!
But I know a lot of people who would genuinely watch it if it was like Call of Duty gameplay and then just a big box in the corner of the screen with you drawing, because I personally wouldn't because of the lisp, but I might watch it muted.
Oh my god, if you wanna watch gameplay, go watch Markiplier or something. If you don't like art commentary, don't watch art commentary. This isn't a critique, this is you being upset because my content doesn't appeal to you specifically.
And that's really all I gotta say, honestly. Mushroom Girl's content is bad.
Which you haven't shown a good example of, other than Scorpy's response to a video I made like 7 fucking months ago.
Her fucking sensitivity issue is still there.
Which you also haven't shown. You have literally not shown me being sensitive once. You've just implied I'm sensitive. And that's it. That's all you've done.
And in general, I think she is unbelievably cringe.
I want you to take a good hard look at the character you use to represent yourself, and then maybe think twice about calling me cringe. Trust me, I don't have a problem with some cringe, you know, cringe is good, cringe is great. But if you're gonna call me cringe, maybe you should acknowledge the fact that you have a demented serial killer character as, like, the character that represents you. That's a bit more cringe than me, I guess, just existing. I don't fucking know. What is even cringe about me? You didn't specify, you just said I was cringe. I think the reason why I dislike your, like, edgy, I'm such a cool serial killer persona is because it reminds me of how I was when I was literally 12, and I think that says something about your maturity.
She really needs to work on her content because it actually makes me want to shoot up a school.
There we go, that's that serial killing spirit.
That's the end of this video, and if you want to support me killing every motherfucker on this website,
if you think that this video killed me in any way, you are sorely mistaken. It was more like you trying to stab me in the side with a butter knife and miserably failing because, well, it's a butter knife.
then press that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to follow my fucking Twitter because it's in the description.
So, I decided to go check out his Twitter, and, yeah, he's totally gay. I knew it. So, final thoughts? This video contains an insane amount of projecting. Like his claims that I'm manipulating my audience, or him saying that I'm irrelevant. He claims shit without proving it, and he acts like he's all that, and he's so cool, despite his lukewarm and unoriginal insults. Followed by, I'm not a bullier, I promise, guys, please don't call me a bullier, over and over and over and over and over again. Despite the video supposedly being to give me criticism, he spends most of the video either complaining vaguely about my content or complaining about my speech impediment. The only legitimate criticism in that entire 9-minute video was the cut up your voice clips thing I've heard over and over and over again. He acts like this video is groundbreaking, and it really isn't. Well, that's it, everyone. Goodbye.